zeigten wir schon den Raum und so weiter. Und dann sind wir halt hochgegangen, haben uns den Raum angeguckt und ja, hat ihm so auch entsprechend zugesagt. Und dann wollte er entsprechend auch unbedingt Sex haben. Und seine Vorstellung war es ja, dass ihm also das Fleisch lebend von den Knochen gerissen wird. Das heißt also, ich sollte ihn beißen an allen Stellen. Und vorher hatte ich ihm auch entsprechend auf seinen Wunsch hin Fotos von...
Armin Meiwes was born on 1 December 1961, the only child of Waltraud Meiwes. He had two older half-brothers from his father's previous relationship with another woman. His father abandoned Armin when he was 8, leaving him to be raised by his mother. During sessions with police experts, Meiwes had explained that his desire for cannibalism related to the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel had developed during his adolescent years. He had also described himself feeling very lonesome after the family had fallen apart. He was a German former computer repair technician who received international attention for murdering and eating a voluntary victim in 2001, whom he had found via the internet. After Meiwes and the victim jointly attempted to eat the victim's severed penis, Meiwes murdered his victim and proceeded to eat a large amount of his flesh. Meiwes cut off his victim's penis and later consumed parts of his body. The house where this event took place was destroyed in a fire that happened in the early morning on 17 April 2023. He was arrested in December 2002. In January 2004, Meiwes was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years and 6 months in prison. In a retrial in May 2006, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. Because of his acts, Meiwes is also known as the Rotenburg cannibal or der Metzgermeister, the master butcher. Looking for a willing volunteer, Meiwes posted an online advertisement stating that he was looking for a well-built 18 to 25-year-old to be slaughtered and then consumed. Bernd J. Rurgen Armando Brands, a 43-year-old engineer from Berlin, answered the advertisement in March 2001. Many other people responded to the advertisement but backed out. Meiwes did not attempt to force them to do anything against their will. The two made a videotape when they met on 9 March 2001 in Meiwes' home in the small town of W. Stiefeld, west of Rotenburg and Der Fulda. The video shows Meiwes amputating Brandis' penis with his agreement, and the two men attempting to eat it together. Before doing so, Brandis swallowed 20 sleeping pills and a bottle of cough syrup, likely causing an effect of slowed breathing and extreme tiredness. Brandis initially insisted that Meiwes should attempt to bite his penis off. This did not work, and ultimately, Meiwes used a knife to remove it. Brandis apparently tried to eat some of his own penis raw but could not, because it was too tough and, as he put it, chewy. Meiwes then fried the penis in a pan with salt, pepper, wine, and garlic. He then fried it with some of Brandis' fat, but by then it was too burnt to be consumed. He then chopped the penis up into chunks and fed it to his dog. According to court officials who saw the video, which has not been made public, Brands may already have been too weakened from blood loss to eat any of his own penis. Meiwes then ran Brands a bath before going to read a Star Trek book while checking on Brands every 15 minutes, during which time Brands lay bleeding in the bath, drifting in and out of consciousness. After long hesitation and prayer, Meiwes killed Brands by stabbing him in the throat, after which he hung the body on a meat hook. The incident was recorded on a 4-hour videotape, which has never been released to the public due to its gruesome contents. 4 screenshots can be found online, but the credibility of the screenshots has never been proven.
He wanted to experience pain that was so bad it would kill him. Pain that would destroy him. Obviously he yelled. He was standing at the table and he sprang backwards. The blood was spurting out. And after 30 seconds, he stopped yelling and said it doesn't hurt anymore. He felt no more pain. And he actually said that he was free from pain. And he was happy that the blood...
Meiwes dismembered and ate the corpse over the next 10 months, storing body parts in his freezer under pizza boxes and consuming up to 20 kilograms, 44 lb of the flesh. According to prosecutors, Meiwes committed the act for sexual pleasure. What followed was a gruesome sequence of events. Meiwes amputated Brandes' genitals, cooked them, and attempted to eat them together. Unsatisfied with the taste, Meiwes stored the remains in a freezer, periodically consuming them over the next 10 months. Brandes' disappearance had been reported, but he had erased all traces of his plans from his computer. Meiwes, however, continued his online activities, advertising his desires. It wasn't until 2002 that the police raided Meiwes' farmhouse, discovering evidence of his horrific acts. Meiwes was arrested in December 2002 when a college student alerted authorities to new advertisements for victims online. Investigators searched his home and found body parts in the videotape of the killing. Meiwes was diagnosed with a schizoid personality, but deemed fit to stand trial. On 30 January 2004, Meiwes was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 8 years and 6 months in prison. The case attracted considerable media attention. When speaking to a German newspaper, Meiwes admitted cannibalizing Brandes and expressed regret for his actions. He added he wanted to write a biography with the aim of deterring anyone wanting to follow in his footsteps. Websites dedicated to Meiwes started appearing after his 2002 arrest, with people advertising for willing victims. They should go for treatment, so it doesn't escalate like it did with me, said Meiwes. While in prison, Meiwes has since become a vegetarian. He believes there are about 800 cannibals in Germany. In April 2005, a German court ordered a retrial after prosecutors appealed Meiwes' sentence, arguing that he should have been convicted of murder because he killed for sexual gratification, a motive proved by his having videotaped the crime. The court ruled that the original trial had ignored the significance of the video in disproving the argument that Meiwes only killed because he had been asked to kill. At his retrial, a psychologist stated that Meiwes could re-offend, as he still had fantasies about devouring the flesh of young people. On 10 May 2006, a court in Frankfurt convicted Meiwes of murder and sentenced him to life imprisonment. As of 2020, Meiwes has been allowed to go outside of prison for supervised excursions in disguise around town in a different state. In prison, Meiwes works at the laundry and often attends church service. In 2023, his former home burnt down in what was suspected to be an arson attack. 2 juvenile suspects are under investigation, but no arrests have been made. Stay tuned for more stories that unravel the complexities of our world. There's one simple action that can make all the difference. Subscribe to our channel.
Meiwes says he regrets the killing, although it did satisfy an urge he had to make someone a part of him.